I do have to leave for another meeting at 2:15.
Do you need me at that one, or do you have it covered?
No, I think we're good up there, yeah. Yeah, Rhonda's going up with me anyway, so.
Okay.
Hey, Rocky,
Yeah,
oh, you're the secretary. Who's the vice chair?
Mike was, wasn't he?
Oh, he was the vice chair.
yeah, he said he was calling in, and you know what, I'm on my phone, and I have his, I have to get off, but I don't know if somebody can call him, because he said he was gonna dial in.
Yeah, it's gonna be a problem on this one unless he calls in his cell. Let me try to contact him.
It's on conference call, isn't it, Ellie?
Yeah. Rocky gave him the number.
Huh?
Well, he has the conference call number.
Hey, Mike, is Wayne calling. You gonna be able to? Okay, good enough. All right, thanks. He's calling in.
I mean, you don't sound too good either.
That wasn't Wayne.
Yeah, maybe that's why it wasn't me.
Who was it?
No, I don't know.
That's me.
Oh, somebody was coughing.
If I'm sick, I better check into that, so. News to me. That's a good sign.
There it is.
Hello,
Michael Green.
okay. All right, Mike, I think we have everyone here now, so you can start the meeting anytime.
Is Rocky there?
Yeah, he's on the phone as well. Mhm. Everyone else is here.
We don't have the sheriff, which would be the vacancy that I guess Rocky takes over to open a nomination.
Yeah, I don't know know if you want me to start from the beginning or does Ellie start that inspector?
You do it. Wait,
Just have Rocky do
Well,
it.
I mean,
Just-
I can do it.
go ahead, Rocky, start it.
All right, I call the meeting to order. We'll do the pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America,
And to
the
the republic
republic for which it stands,
one
one
nation,
nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. These proceedings are being recorded for the sole purpose of constituting the accuracy of written minutes. Tapes are reused, eliminating recorded records of these proceedings. I now call for nominations for the president and inspector of the county of Carbon County Jail, and I would like to start with nominating Michael Greek.
Second.
Seconded by
Chris?
Chris?
Chris.
Yes.
We'll call the board on the nomination of Michael Greek to the position of president of the inspectors of Carbon County Jail. Do I have to do a roll call?
No.
No.
I would just do all in favor, say aye, any opposed?
Okay, all right. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any nays?
Okay.
Motion passes.
Okay, then, thank you, gentlemen. Then I would open the nomination for since I was formerly the vice president of the inspectors of the Carbon County Jail, obviously can't hold both positions. I would open nominations for the position of vice president of the inspectors of the Carbon County Jail. And I'll nominate Rocky Arner.
He's secretary.
Yeah, but then I'll have to
Well, okay.
vacate.
You guys, if you don't want him as vice president.
If we do that, we have to nominate a new secretary. That's the issue, so.
Yeah, I think we'll try to do that.
So I'll second the motion.
it.
Go
Okay,
ahead.
there, Judge got it. Judge Nanovic seconded.
All right, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
I think he should resign as secretary then.
No opposition. Congratulations, Rocky Arner, you're the vice president.
So he should resign as secretary.
For the position of secretary.
Hold on.
Hold on.
Hold on, I think
Wait,
Mr. Honor
1
has to
second.
resign
He has to
secretary.
resign as secretary.
What's that?
Rocky has to resign as secretary.
Okay, I resign.
All right.
Put it in writing.
Let the minutes reflect that Rocky has
Circulate
resigned as
everywhere.
secretary of the,
So do you want a motion to accept his resignation?
Right.
So I move to accept Commissioner Honor's resignation.
secretary.
Hold on.
Okay, hold on. We have a motion by Judge Nanovic to accept the resignation of Rocky.
Second.
Second by Mark.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, with that, there is a vacancy, as I previously stated, so I will accept nominations for the position of Secretary of the Inspectors of the Carbon County Jail.
I nominate Mark Sverchek.
Second.
A nomination made and second for Mark Sverchek as the Secretary of the Inspectors of the Carbon County Jail. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? And that motion passes.
Should've stayed out. Should've stayed home.
Sorry, I
Well,
just
you
get
should
the
have nominated
preliminary
somebody
here,
else.
but,
I'm in
are
shock.
there any guests present?
None. There are none here, Mike.
I can do it.
Okay.
Okay, well then, has everybody seen the minutes for the meeting, December 15th, 2021?
I'll make the motion approved.
Chris, second.
Second? There's a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? That motion passes, yes. Are there any, there a report on executive session.
No, no executive sessions.
No,
All right, let the minutes of this meeting reflect that there was no executive session held between, our last meeting and this meeting. And then, report to committee. And at this time, I turn the meeting over to Rocky Warner, because I'm here at preliminary hearings, and I apologize, gentlemen.
okay.
Okay.
All right, I guess we're gonna move on to the reports, the maintenance report. Is the warden there?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, the maintenance report as of 1/17/2022. Sites Brothers were in for their monthly service. The Department of Corrections was in and installed one of the medical shower areas. It was back in the medical area. They have 7 more to do. We replaced an exhaust fan motor in a woman's bathroom at the comm center. Simplex was in to work on the fire alarm. Keystone Fire and Security, formerly known as CSI, has been working on a panel upgrade for us. Shemco stopped working on the roof until the weather warms up into the spring. A&W Plumbing was in to repair 2 water leaks. We replaced the heater in the pump house. Contacted Mulligan Glass. We received a quote for a medium cell 3 left door glass. Fran was in and locked out the RTU heater for the female unit block. We used space heaters the first night to maintain temperature. The next day we received emergency heat from EMS with the help of Carbon County EMA. We received a quote for a rental of a similar heater from EF Posnier and Sons and approved the Pima vendor. We are currently working on other backup sources for the heat. We were told the part needed to repair the train unit is 60 days out. That concludes the maintenance report completed by Rodney Reeser, the site coordinator.
That, correction on there, you have, received emergency heat from EMS, that should be PEMA, P-E-M-A.
I have 2 questions. What is the status on the roof? How close are they to finishing? I know it's winter, they can't do anything now.
Yeah, as far as I know, they just have to do some sealing, isn't it, around, and work around that skylight in the entryway to the prison. I don't think it's a whole lot of work, but I think that's what all they have left to do, but they couldn't do it anymore because of the weather.
Right, okay. And then the second thing is with the heating unit for the female block, is that still 60 days to get the?
Yeah, we called Train today prior to the meeting. Check my notes quick. We spoke, Rodney, the site coordinator, spoke with Train today at about 11:40. See if we can get repairs moving any quicker. He hasn't got a response on that. He also talked to Train about a possible rental from them, heating unit. He is also waiting on a response on that as well. So that's where we stand.
What
Because-
kind of heating, oh, I'm sorry.
Well, the commitment from Pima on that portable unit is uncertain, right? That's,
Correct. They need it in a hurry from somewhere else, that's why we should look into another backup. Now, the unit you're talking about, the Rendell, what kind of, unit is that?
It's similar to the one he sent down from Passengers. Where it works with diesel fuel again and electric. I think, if I'm not mistaken, electric powers the fan. Diesel fuel powers the rest of it. He didn't yet have a price on that from Train. I know he got a quote from Passengers and it was $3,000 for a month or $1,000 a week and $60 per man hour to set it up and take it down.
Less fuel costs?
Plus
Plus
fuel
fuel.
cost, yes.
What happened to
And
the,
Wayne,
Yeah.
I know that Larry had checked on, like, I know you were talking about like them heaters, maybe where the dryers were connected and putting some kind of heaters in. I think Larry gave, Rodney the number of the electrical place that he could call to check if we could get some type of heaters like that that would be sufficient. I don't know if that's something to look into. I mean, I think the fuel is quite a bit of cost for us right now. But would them other electric heaters be sufficient to run the building itself, you know, with them, and instead of getting a rental fees.
Yeah, I thought they were looking into that for backup, you know, and, getting 2 units. I thought they had 2 locations possibly, one where their dryer was and something up in the mechanical room.
Yeah, I believe he looked into that, and I'm not an electrician, so I don't know all of the ins and outs, but there may have been problems with the lines, one not being, I'm sorry if I'm incorrect on this, a 220. It should be for the dryer, but I'm not 100% sure. I think that was some of his issues.
I'd also heard from Mark Nalesnik yesterday that the unit that's there now was able to use electric and not the fuel to save money. Did he talk to anybody else about that?
No.
I think we can explain that. Like, the Deputy Warden had a better handle on this than I do.
Yeah, I guess the motor itself runs on fuel, but the fan that blows the hot air runs on electric. So it'll cut down on the fuel cost, but it still will use it.
Okay. So that should save some money
It should.
doing that.
I
Well,
believe there's actually 2 furnaces inside of that unit, and they were able to shut one off now that it's not as cold, so that'll also save some fuel costs.
So do we have the fan connected to the electrical then?
Yes.
All right, okay.
yeah. So I don't know what Mark's talking about, if,
That's probably what it was.
Probably.
what it was, so we're already doing that.
Yeah, it was some kind of a cost savings he mentioned that wasn't the full price of the fuel.
And just for your knowledge, it'll be on tomorrow's agenda to renew the emergency declaration. By county code, we have to do it every week, so until the issue's resolved, we'll have to keep doing it. But I'd follow through and get the cost of, well, you have it from Prosser, I guess, but not train what their costs would be. You know, because if FEMA says they need it back now, you know, we better have a backup plan.
Yeah, I think I would also suggest trying to negotiate with Train, since obviously it's not the county's fault of the breakdown, it's not our fault with the delay in getting the part, and they're the vendor, and maybe they could do something for the county if we in fact have to go that way.
That and the other, if there's no other questions on the maintenance report, I just wanna bring up again that, about the water wells we have there. We have 2, well, one is, treated that we use, and then well number 2 over by the animal shelter is untreated. And what we, for the new board members, at least 2, and well, Chris would probably know from attending the meetings, is the issue with the water tank, and every time we have to shut down to clean it or for any repairs, what we went through with water supply and how much it cost us to truck water in. So I still strongly recommend that we look into pursuing the, and I don't know why it got dropped, but pursue the purification system for well number 2, so we have a backup, as well as possibly another tank that'd be able to supply the prison. You know, that you can switch to shut it down. If not, we'll be trucking water in again. So I think we should pursue something as a backup. So I just want to keep it on everybody's radar for now, for thought, food for thought till next
Yeah,
month.
maybe we'll look into something like that, Wayne, up. Maybe Ron, I can talk to him, or the warden can, to check on something like that. If there's, I don't know if there's something that we can get a purification system, and I don't know, is there something like as a backup that you could get like a smaller tank installed that would help us out for a while, or is it that you would have to have that same amount?
Here's what we did. I hope I have the picture somewhere yet of that unit that we rented. It actually came out of, I think, Ohio or somewhere. And they had to keep dumping into that container. It was a roll-off type container. And you have to operate at a continuous pressure. and that was an issue, and, even from shutting down from one end unit to the other, we lost water one time. Mr. George might remember that, and we lost water, and just in that time, it took the switch from one unit to the other, so, there's a lot more involved than just getting another tank in there, and the size of the tank and the volume of water you need.
Yeah.
And if the well goes down for whatever reason, you have nothing for how long?
And what would be needed for that other well for a purification system? That would be inside the building, or?
Most likely, yes, because, it's high sulfur and I don't know what all the contaminants were. So it would not be cheap. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, it won't be cheap, but unless you have
Yeah, I know,
an
but
alternate,
If you run out of water, look at what it cost us for the water the last time.
well, that's what I'm saying. So,
Yeah. Maybe we should look into that.
well, we did before, and maybe I'll talk to our engineer and, cause they were working at something at one time, and we'll follow up
Okay.
on it, just see what we would have to do.
All right. Sounds good. Anybody have anything else for the maintenance report? All right, then we'll move on to the work release report. Gordon, you have the work release
Yep,
report?
I do. The work release report is from December 15th through January 19th of 2022. Work release program consisted of one inmate during that period from the 15th through the 19th of January, the 15th of December through the 19th of January. Since that time, since January 13th, work release has been suspended due to our COVID outbreak at the prison. The one inmate who was on work release was a Troy Breyfogle. He worked at MC2 Incorporated down in Penn Argyl. Now since he isn't working, he's been working at the jail. We have utilized him in a maintenance type capacity. He's done a good job.
Any questions on the work release report?
And the only comment is, wasn't there a question of we're still working on those work release new regulations to be approved?
Yeah, I have a meeting with Commissioner Lukasevich on February 9th, I believe, to go over that.
Because before we act on it, I'd like to be given a copy of what we're gonna act on, so I can look at it in advance.
Yes, sir. Moving on to the warden's report.
Rocky, you ready to move on to the warden's report?
Yeah, I'm all right. I don't think some of them have their microphones turned on.
The light bright green?
All right, we'll move on to the warden's report.
Okay, the warden's report from December 13th of 2021 to January 16th of 2022. We had 78 male admissions, 12 female admissions, 94 male releases, 26 female releases. Currently, 113, as of January 16th, 113 males in custody and 20 females for a total of 133. We had 1,088 admissions in 2021. In 222, we have 42 as of 116, and our daily population as of 116 is down to 133 inmates. Any questions?
No questions. Do we need an executive session?
Need a motion to accept the warden's report.
So move.
Got a motion by Mark to accept, I'll second it.
Mark and Lean, all right. All right, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Rocky, I'll say aye, but with the exception of the hire of Michael Sheehan, which I'll abstain from.
That's under personnel.
Oh, okay, I'm
report.
sorry.
Never mind. No, never mind, it's
I'm sorry,
personnel.
Rocky. Yep, you're good.
Okay. And any nays? Motion passes. Now, do we have a need for a executive session? Doesn't look like it. We'll move on to the personnel report.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Wayne and Chris. And you're gonna abstain from Michael Sheehan.
Right, roger that, yep.
Okay. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any nays? Motion passes. We'll move on to the new business, any new or old business.
I have a question under old business. I asked last month about the status of the dishwasher estimates. I don't remember getting a response on that. Are you still waiting?
I have nothing yet.
Thank you.
What was the action about, Wayne?
The
If they-
dishwasher.
Yeah, if he had the dishwasher estimates yet. Was that a replacement?
I believe so, yeah.
That was for a replacement, okay.
The Trinity is listed, I don't know what the old business is with Trinity.
Alright, the only other thing that I have under new or old business, I guess it's more old business, I did send, our menus away to a nutritionist, to do a little bit more research on that so that we can do a little bit more investigation into our food situation. So that's about all the news that I got on that. So hopefully we'll have something by the next meeting. Any further business?
No, I just mentioned, I believe on the agenda, we're gonna have the contract, for care, for the medical care. Is that correct,
Yes,
Ellie?
yeah.
Is that coming?
That came, I was in the past, prime care
Yeah.
and termination, no, no.
No?
Oh, I thought it was in that pass pile. That's
I
all
guess,
thought.
I saw the
That's
terminations.
commissioners, that's not prison board.
Right, but again, it's just to bring it up
It's
to the
just
attention of the members.
It's just the terminations, not the prime care.
Okay.
It's just the termination.
Okay,
Okay, so the 90-day notice, correct?
Oh, is the prime care on too? Okay,
Yeah.
the prime care is on.
All right, yeah,
Okay.
okay.
so just,
Rocky, you're gonna have to back up, you missed 2 items. Keep it up, you get fired.
What did I miss?
under number 7.
Oh, correspondence, any correspondence?
Wait,
Wait.
hold on, we have the 7 contract under new business. That's the, contract from the, Pennsylvania District Attorneys Association that we do, I believe, yearly. We received that, I talked to, District Attorney Greek on that, he has reviewed it and, indicated he's recommending that board recommend approval on it.
Did you hear that, Rocky?
No.
Our solicitor reported that the 7 contract was recommended for approval by Attorney Greek.
Okay.
So you should get a motion in a second on that to recommend approval on that.
I'll make a motion to approve the contract with 7, or recommend it to the commissioners, would be more appropriate.
Yes.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any nays? Motion passes. Now, did he do the solicitor's report
Hold
right
on
away
a
too?
second. There's another item on
Yeah.
the agenda for the emergency heater
Okay.
proposal.
Any further business?
Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah. You have the other. What was that then?
Bossinger.
Emergency heater proposal from Fossinger and Sons.
Oh,
The quote from Passengers.
Oh, okay.
oh, you know what?
What?
Okay, I didn't have that in the other sheet, okay. So, the question on that one is the proposal for the heat, is that saying we're gonna get it then, or use it and place it up FEMA, or?
I think the maintenance man was worried about what if FEMA needed the unit that they have up there now, and we needed something to replace it quickly. And that was, he submitted this before he talked to Train today, so we may be able to talk to Train before we move on this.
My question is, why are we approving an agreement? Are we gonna then have to pay the rental until, even if we don't have to, if, let's say FEMA doesn't take it,
Right.
for a month maybe, are we gonna have to pay that $3,000 for nothing then? Dan?
I think it'd be wise just to table it here, because since the commissioners are under a declaration of emergency, if it becomes necessary to do it, we can do it at the commissioner's level.
Plus, I think you wanna see the proposal from Train as well, beside this
Oh.
passing.
True.
So move the table.
Second. Did you catch all that, Rocky?
Well, not really, but it sounds like you're gonna table that motion now.
Yes. We have a motion and second.
Like, it's something like we can't just approve that on condition of needing it. You know, like, say if it happens in 2 weeks from now, are we just gonna have an emergency meeting and say we're gonna do it, or?
No, it would fall under the declaration. The emergency declaration, which we have to update every week.
Okay. So the motion is to table the original motion.
No, there was no original motion.
No original motion, just to table that item, the proposal, okay?
Commissioner, I sent you an email about thermal seals. Did you read that? I sent it down to you. The maintenance man, Alan, said that this is it repairs metal. It strengthens metal with heat. He seems to believe that this could solve our issues, at least for 60 days. I didn't know if it was something you wanted to look at, explore. I don't know much on this subject. That's why I sent you the email, because you seem to know a lot more than I do.
My understanding was there was also an issue with the wiring in the unit.
That I'm not 100% sure.
You know, Ellie's back there shaking her head as well, and that was my understanding. It wasn't only the heat exchanger, there was an issue with the wiring as well.
Did Train identify that, or?
Yes.
Yeah, and I think that's what it was, Wayne, too. It just wasn't, I think they were afraid that if they would have put a new unit in, or, you know, or that part for it, they might have had trouble that it could even caught on fire.
When the Train individual was up there servicing the unit, looking at the unit the other day, the maintenance man, Alan, recommended this to him. He said he couldn't do it because Train wouldn't allow him, but he thought it was a doable fix. That's why I just suggested it. If it was something you wanted to look at.
Yeah.
I would think you'd better let Train handle it. Yeah, might have all kind of warranty and other issues.
And what is the status on them, like the timeline to fix to put a new unit in?
Well, the new unit, I thought it was 60 days to manufacture the part and install.
And there's not another, like, unit that could be put in, you know, and that's the thing about it, like, I've been talking to everybody all over, and everybody makes the same excuse that it takes 60 days to get something, but then they come back to you and they say, you know what, if you pay extra, we can have it in 25 days. You know, like, I think everybody's just playing a game.
And is it one part that's
I
needed?
don't know if there's other units that could be looked into, maybe we could get something different.
Well, the problem is, you're gonna make up your mind. Either you're gonna get it fixed or and order those parts, or you're gonna wind up with parts that you don't use. or a bill that you,
Isn't that entire unit over 10 years old, they said, wasn't it? It was out of its lifetime.
11 years, I think.
yeah, in 2010.
Do we know what the cost
So, I
of the
mean, I
part
think
is?
maybe it's time to look into putting something new in.
Well, we just recently, about 3-4 years ago, replaced several of those, heat exchangers that were bad. I'd say 3 or 4 maybe at that time. So that was just done recently, to the rest of the units.
But not this unit?
No, well, at the time, that was how many years ago, 3-4 years ago, and.
It was still
you know,
under
that
warranty.
was Now, well, I wouldn't say one that was under warranty, but it didn't need repairs at that time.
Right,
So,
right. And what is the part we need and what is the cost? I don't
the
know
heat
anything about that.
exchanger, what was the estimated cost, 6,000 something?
Yeah, it's removal and replacement of cracked heat exchanger, replacement of gas control valve and manifold, $6,631.
What does the new unit cost?
Probably more than that, because then you're gonna have to fabricate to match up what existing, product you have there now. My recommendation would be to just proceed with as is, you know, with the current unit. And that's probably, what you're talking about is probably something we should put in the planning stages for replacement. Cause we replaced how many water heaters up there as well? 2 of them, 2 out of the 4 or something like that?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Yeah, cause I know we had to move one to get at the other one.
Right.
So I think we should just proceed and have the parts fixed and made and get it repaired. Cause you go through the other process and finding something and get it installed, I mean, we're talking the same
Well,
time
we're
frame.
we need something to get it
We're gonna be
fixed, I
bidding.
guess.
Yeah,
We're going
we may
out to
have
bid.
to bid or, yeah, but I don't know.
I mean, if we go the other route, but you know how our bidding process goes, we won't get that through till September.
Exactly, so, all right.
All right.
And you know, what I would suggest, maybe we should have one of your Rodney come down to the meetings as well, because especially right now with some of the issues and the questions that we should probably have them come down.
And we used to always have the maintenance when we were up at the prison. He
Yeah.
always stepped in
He
for
always
at least
stepped
that
in.
portion.
It could answer a lot of those questions.
Okay.
Or if need be, we can bring him in remotely, right, you know?
One or the other, yeah.
Okay.
Correspondence,
What's that?
All right,
Correspondence.
anything else?
correspondence.
So you and Chris voted to table that, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
So we got a vote on that yet?
the Prosser agreement.
The table.
yeah, the table, yes.
All right, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any nays? Motion passes. All right. Anything else?
Solicitors report.
No,
Correspondence.
Correspondence, we're going back to that.
Okay, are we back to that again? I think
Yeah.
correspondence.
Yeah.
I thought that's what Mark, or, Danny's
No.
talking about.
No, that was further business, or, new business or further new business.
Okay, any correspondence? We did
None.
have one, right?
No,
No,
there's none.
Oh, we didn't have any.
no.
Okay. So then, do we have anything else, anybody?
Solicitors report.
There's no
Okay,
report.
the solicitor's report,
There's
what
no-
was Dan talking about before?
The agreements,
This is remote stuff.
the agreements.
Well, when I asked for the solicitor's report, that's what I thought he was saying, I couldn't hear him.
Okay, there's no report, Dylan.
No report.
Okay. anything else. It's not. I just wanna say one thing before we end the meeting. I wanna commend everybody for a little bit of a situation we did have up there with the heating system. And everybody was involved, so if Warren, you can pass it on to your workers, that thank them very much for, what they have done, and even with Pima and Mark and everybody else that came in to help, so thank you.
I will do that.
And if there's no other business, meeting is adjourned.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
Thank you, Rob.
What's this, wait, what's the status?